Hi everybody, I'm Buzz Smith with Classic Chevrolet. I'm standing outside the new hybrid EV sales center that we're building. It's an existing building that's getting completely gutted and redecorated, prepping it for the day when this building will specialize in the sale of plug-in hybrid and EV vehicles. It's been a work in progress for at least 6 months now. I'm really getting anxious about this, but it's all about to come together, and I think within the next 2 weeks I should be moving in. Let me show you what it's going to be about. As you can see, we've got the signage up on the windows. I'm going to do some extra stuff here, some graphics that show things like solar panels on homes, windmills out on the hills generating electricity, all the things that EV people think about when they're in the market to get an EV and to expand their step into the environmentally friendly world and reducing their carbon footprint. This is the main area inside of Electric Avenue, which is what we're internally calling this building. You'll notice that there are no cubicles in here at all. It's a long, empty building, and on the walls there are several electrical outlets you'll see if you look closely. I used to work for Apple as a business manager, and so I spent a lot of my time learning how to move people from Windows OS over to Mac OS. I believe that's analogous to moving somebody from a gasoline-powered vehicle over to a plug-in hybrid or EV. So my vision is for this room is to make it more like an Apple store. So instead of cubicles where you sit down with an individual salesperson and talk about the car, there'll be tables that we gather around. On the table will be maybe an iMac or an iPad that would let the person select a question that they'd like to have answered, even if there's not a salesperson available. And on the large screen TVs that'll be mounted on the wall where those electrical outlets are, the answer will come up. So it will reduce the amount of interaction that the salesperson has to have one-on-one, and will enable them to have group discussions where maybe several families that are looking at EVs can be working with a salesperson all simultaneously so that everybody's getting the information they need, and the salesperson is leveraging his time and multiplying the effectiveness of his time by working with more than one person. Now, another part of this vision that I have is down at the area behind me. There's a room that's about 16 feet by 16 feet. Let's go down and take a look at that. Now, this is going to become our EV theater. And in this room will be the largest of the big screen TVs we've got. We'll have a kiosk set up here and couches where people can sit and wait to get into finance or wait to talk to a salesperson, but at the same time be constantly learning, as there will be video programs that are just playing in loop mode, letting people come in at any point during the day, sit down, watch the video for a few minutes, get some of their questions answered while they're again waiting for finance or waiting for a salesperson to help them out. I think these things will help get a lot of the basic questions out of the way without having to involve the salesperson quite so much. And I've written about this before. The links in the blog post will show you what I'm talking about. But the reason, in my opinion, that EV sales are so low in the United States is it takes the salesperson a great deal of time to sell one, and the commission levels and profit margins are very thin. So a salesperson that specializes in EVs, I tell my customers, if you meet somebody like me, you've met a special kind of idiot who's willing to work longer hours for a lower rate of pay. In my case, it's my mission in life. I want to move the world to electric vehicles, to solar and wind power. I want us to stave off things like global climate change. Not everybody that buys an EV, by the way, believes in global climate change, or they may not be primarily moved by an interest in the environment. It could be in saving money on gasoline, although gas is fairly cheap these days, or it could just be they're like me. They're techno people that just can't wait to get on the cutting edge of something new. Well, anyway, this has been a quick overview of our new EV Hybrid Sales Center, or Electric Avenue as I call it internally, and I hope you look forward to coming out and seeing it sometime. We should be up and running before the 1st of February. Have a great day.